this truly will be a quick and dirty um, stream, and I want to keep it short because it'll help me animate a little bit faster and make sure I go through my process. By the way, these are like my public diary entries. I um, do this mostly really for myself to just, you know, remember the good and bad times when it comes to making my characters come to life. So let's show you. So right now, this is sort of the raw footage of how. Let me put this in camera mode here. Did Betty Bunbun going down the street. I'm showing this to you in full motion, um, sort of the lowest draft preview mode, so you get a good sense of how she moves. Right. So that's one camera angle. Probably do a second shot overhead, but I'll show you the real deal. Like, this is great. It's a scan I found on Sketchfab. I don't have the gentleman's name handy who made this, but this is in my city in lovely San Francisco. And so I thought I'd showcase the Mission District. This HDRI is definitely not San Fran. And but this is all meant to be temporary, anyways. I'm not really very strong when it comes to world creation, and but I love making characters. So that was, and really, she's ultimately intended for mixed reality. Like, I'd love to be able to actually, you know, put her into an AR filter or Figment for that matter, and put her into an actual physical scene. So that's a whole other stream. But I just got her eyes working, meaning when I say that, I have, let me see here. You can see her little blinkage. As you can see, she has all her substance painter textures ready to go, which is awesome. I love it. And we are going to give her a few little blinks on this 165 frame masterpiece. Okay, so we're going to set the recording here. Okay, and we're going to set down a value. And we're going to give that, I don't even know if it needs 10 frames. Let's see how that looks. So there you go, back and forth. See, I'm going to see this back in draft mode. That's not awful. Let me see that. Down the way here, down the way here, down the way here. Then we're going to see that in full motion. Oh, see, the camera doesn't even see it until much later. So like, it's really ragged here. You know, it's my diary entry. I could do what I want. I'm not proud, nor am I ashamed of the fact that there are like things that are less than optimal. You know, this the pulling of the mesh here. There's just certain things that, you know, in the 11th hour of rigging this lovely character, it's sadism. It's really sadism upwards to that point, and I will not budge on that stance. It's just people who do rigging, and I've said this before, I just take my hats off to them who do this professionally, because I am not a professional rigger. But anyways, I am just so happy I got her to this point, and she's moving. See, there's a lot of like, I don't know if that's being slowed down by how not how not low poly she is, or if it's the textures themselves. Irregardless, it was well worth the time spending getting this back, getting her into substance and giving her some love there, because I mean, the look at the backpack, it's just so good. It's just so good. That backpack is the best thing. Okay. And the next time I animate her, I don't know if it'll be this straight or if it'll be in a real straight, whatever. I actually want her on a hoverboard. So I have a separate animation for that. and that will be something else I'll work on. I don't know if I'll showcase that in another diary entry. But let's do another camera shot because I think I'm pretty happy with her blinks. Having said that, I'm going to set a few more of those down. This eyelid to fill up because she goes all the way to the end of the straight. So I'm just going to arbitrarily set a few more blinks down, whether or not we ever get to those points. So you can see she makes it all the way down to the very end by 500 frames. So while she's doing that, I'm going to get, so it's about 165. It really doesn't truly matter where I set down these frames, but let's say to the 300 point, kind of roughly set it up into thirds. It'd be fun to have this like sort of Wes Anderson view. Hey, what's up with the camera shot? What's happening here? Wait a second. Okay. Seems like it's locked to something. Nope. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete this because something weird's happening there. Let's copy and paste this. Camera. Let's get rid of all these keyframes. And then figure out what's going on. Let me go from the side here, and we're going to align that view again. Okay, now we're good. I don't know what was going on there, frankly. Ooh, that's what it was. That's what it was. It's because I didn't change. This is very important. Change your camera view to this little icon here. I know, not the most obvious thing in the world. Okay, let me do that again. Let me X out here. And then let's see. By the way, I don't think this is like best standard practice for me to be. Okay, there we go. So, whoops. Haha, there we go. Nice. Get the Wes Anderson view. Maybe track her along there. Oh, go along the Y. I might do an even wider shot. How does that feel? Kill it. So kill it. Okay, let me see. She's sliding a little bit, and don't think I don't see that. I should fix that. It's a cool one to see a capture, like a polycam or whatever this is from, when it's raw like this. It wasn't a huge file. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. Still blinking? Yeah, still blinking. It's kind of hard to see. Okay, so that would be my second shot. So just call that the Wes Anderson. Save areas. Yeah, that's cool. There are composition guides. I really should be using that more. Right there. Center. You see that? It's right here. See, it's like in thirds. Wow, golden ratio. Sweet. Triangle. Okay. It's really faint, but it's in there. Yeah, so she's right pretty much smack dab center. Great. Uh-huh. Then want to make sure to track her all the way down. Maybe you know what, until she gets out of shot. So maybe that's like we'll see. Let me just go down the road with her. I should also play with her looking back and forth too. That would be fun, huh? Okay, let's see this. No guarantee she's oh no, she's tracking pretty nicely actually. What a cutie pie. Okay, great. Where am I on time? Because I really wanted this to be about 15 minutes. Oh, wow, I'm really running up right against it. So, okay, I think I did exactly what I wanted to do in my 15 minutes of fame here. Let me just rename this. Let's call that the Saturday Night Fever shot. I know, so professional. All right, there we go. And so the next time you see this, wherever I post it, it'll be those three shots put together. It'll look a bit more like this. Just fun. Let's look at that last shot. I'm very curious what that last shot looks like. Oh, here it is. Yeah, very cool.